Hi guys, welcome back. So today we'll set up our project. So firstly, I have set up the project like I have used the command flutter space create space project name. I have put the project name as habit tracker. Okay, so that command will help you to create the project inside that folder where you have run that command. Okay, so now this is the basic when you just run your project. So firstly it look like this. So I'll remove the extra things here, like we don't need this, we don't need these, we don't need these things here. We will have a simple class. Okay, I'll create one file here called my app dot. Okay, here I'll create one stateless class which is called my app. Okay, and here I'll import that class. Okay, and I'll just imported this one also. Sorry, yeah, quick fix import. And yeah, okay, and now here we have our material app. Okay, we'll just take a hot restart, and this is our material app. Okay, because it's showing a black screen because we haven't set up anything like default colors or something like that. We didn't define even any scaffold here also. So if I'll just write here a new folder called screens, and write not sorry this one, new folder which is called home, and here if I'll create one screen called home page dot, and if I'll just create one stateless class here called home page, and here we have a scaffold. I'm just taking the help, okay, just to take understanding. We will do only the setup. Will not write any UI related, like I will not write any code here for setting up our home screen. Okay, we'll just set up our home page with the required things, like we need the theme here. We will define theme. We will have don't need this one, don't need this one, no, we don't need navigator key as now. So we can have a, yeah, so firstly we will define our theme. Okay, so what I'll do here, I'll create a one new folder here which is called um mm, what we can say here is utils we can have. Okay, I'll create, and then we have theme dot, and we will have a theme class theme data. Okay, class theme. Okay, not this one. uh Sorry, app theme. Okay, yeah, yeah, sorry guys. So what we can do here is that we can have a class app theme. Okay, and we avoid these things, and we can have a like this format document. Okay, and now we will have a map light theme, map dark theme. We can have final rule light mode. Okay, and we will have a theme required this dot is light theme. Copy if then app light is and we will have data copy paste, remove static static okay, form a document. We can have something like theme data get theme data. We will have this. Okay, so this is how we will use app theme dot. What we can do here is that rather than doing this much, we can just directly have app theme dot light or app dark. Okay, and what we can do here is paste, and we will define here, this will be our private variable. Okay, or we can do here is that we will define it, this is private, this and this formal document, and okay, and we will have dot copy with. So if the things are common, we don't need to reinitialize them. Now here we can define our primary color or everything. Now here what we will do, I'll create one class called app colors dot dart. Okay, here I'll define app colors static final on string, sorry, not string, will be color, primary color. We have color with 0xff fix import, and I'll define here app colors dot primary color. Okay, and here I'll define the color. So this is our primary color. Okay, and then we have okay, so we have done with our primary color here. Okay, then we have full background color, and if I'll just define here as this one, copy and paste, hot restart. See, so this is working. Move it and just have a hot restart, it will show this one. Okay, so we are good to here. We are done with our, so we can have, we have defined our primary color. Okay, so now next we have we can define more colors here also, like I'll just copy and I'll say, let's say I have, this is this is my secondary color. Government document. Okay, so we have any secondary color? Okay, we have to define it. Okay, we can define our text theme. Now here we have to add our font. So what you will do, you can do one thing here. So we can download from here, download all. Get font, will download all. So you have to now extract it. Let me extract and show you how we can import here. Okay, just a second. You can see the finder window here. So I have downloaded and let me just extract them. Firstly, we have archive. Now here I'll define a new folder called assets. Okay, I'll import. What I'll do here is uh, you can see the VS Code screen here. Now we have assets. Now here I'll define new folder which is called fonts. Now here I'll import and add them. Okay, we have archive font here, static and everything. Okay, so we have to just copy the required fonts, right? Okay, so it is having many fonts, but we have to just copy the required font, right? We have thin, we have then extra light, we have light, we have the regular one, this one, we have medium one, then we have semi bold, then we have bold, then we have extra bold, then we have black. Black should be, yeah, this one. Okay, so I'll copy, I'll define here new, not this one, sorry, new folder, archivo, archivo, and then we will paste here, paste. We have all the fonts here. Okay, we can also have a italic version also, but as of now I don't think we have to use them, so I'll just go with our this one only. Okay, same thing we'll do with our uh, intern inter font as well. Okay, so let me just copy it. Okay, we can move it to bin, and then we have, where is our, yeah, we can have put it to move to bin. Done. Then we will copy the same thing we have done there. Okay, so we have, yeah, so firstly we have intern thin. Let me check. We need, okay, so we can, what we can do here is we can just copy the 24 one. Okay, I mean 28 one. Intern thin. Firstly we'll find the thin one. This is thin. then we have extra light, this one, then we have light, this one, then we have our regular, this one, then we have medium, this one, then we have semi bold, this one, then we have bold, uh yeah, this one, then we have extra bold, uh where is our extra bold, yeah, this one, then we have black, yeah. Okay, so I'll just copy them and paste in our VS Code. Paste. Then we have all the fonts here. Okay, so hmm, now we will define them in our pub spec. Here we have this one. Firstly, we have archivo. Okay, archivo, copy, paste, paste. Okay, italic. Of course, I didn't define yet. So now we will have assets, fonts, archivo, archivo regular, TTF. We will have thin. We will define the thin one, archivo thin, which has a weight as 100. Okay, we will just copy paste this thing, copy, paste, 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 paste. So we will have now regular. Regular is having font weight of 400. Then we have medium, which is called 500. Then we have bold, which is called 700. Then we have, yeah, then we have extra bold, extra bold having 800. Then we have bold, we have 700. Then we have extra bold as 800. Then we have black as 9, black as 900. We are left with 100. Okay, 400. I have extra light. Okay, just a second. Copy, paste. Sorry, paste. Copy. Okay, we have extra light as 200. Then we have light as 300. Okay, we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. Then we have left with our 600 one. 600, we have semi bold. Okay, 600, 700, 800, 900. Okay, now we are define our inter one, right? So we remove this one. Yeah. So what we will do, we will have to just will have not this one, sorry, edit and replace. Okay, we will this one, this one. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this one. Okay, we have inter. Okay, now we will have this word as capital I 28 pt. Okay, so we have this. Okay, now we will have a where my goes, yeah, clear flutter pub get. Okay, nothing found any issues. Yeah, so we are left with our italic version. So let me just copy the italic versions. Okay, let me just copy the our italic versions of in italic we have, then we have thin light italic, sorry, light italic, then we have thin italic, extra light italic, then we have regular italic. Where goes our, yeah, I guess this one. Sorry, not this one, this one. Yeah, no, this one. Yeah, so we are done with our thin italic. We have extra light italic. We have light italic. We have regular, I guess this one. Okay, then we have medium italic. Then we have semi bold italic. Then we have bold italic. Then we are extra bold italic. Then we have black italic. And yeah, we have to just copy. We'll paste it here. Okay, and we just have to just copy. Yeah, this one, copy, paste. Okay, and now we will, what we will do, we will just define as italic as italic. Copy, uh, yeah, copy, paste, 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 paste. Okay, and we have to just fix it uh, with a name thin italic, sorry, thin italic. Then we have extra light italic. Then we have light italic. Then we have italic. then we have medium italic, then we have semi bold italic, then we have bold italic, then we have extra bold italic, then we have black italic. Okay, let me just run our flutter pubget, and yeah, this works fine. Now we have to do the same thing with our intern as well, right? Okay, so let me just copy the required files here. So we are following the 28 one, right? So we need firstly we need thin italic, then we need extra light. Where was our extra? Yeah, this one. Then we have light italic. Okay. Then we have normal italic. Then we have medium italic. Then we have semi bold italic. Then we have bold italic. Then we have extra bold italic. Then we are left with our black italic. Now I'll just copy them, paste in our intern folder. Okay. And now I'll replace it, edit and replace. We have intern. And next, if I'll just run it, save it, you can see the output. Uh, yeah, let me just clear and flutter pubget. Okay, clear, and we are left with our this one. Yeah, so I'll just go to our edit, replace, and we will have the, sorry, copy, paste. Okay, paste. I mean save. Yeah, and now I'll just run a flutter pubget. Yep, it works. Okay, so now if I'll just uh yeah, now we can have our custom file here. Suppose I'll just go to our utils, then I'll create one new file that are called textiles dot and here I'll define one first of all class textiles. Okay, now here I'll define a static final textile. So we will have a 14 size. Yeah, uh textile as 14, not textile as body text 14. Okay, and we will have a textile. Okay, here now we will have a font size as 14. We have color as colors dot black. Import. Then we have one second, we have font family as archivo. Okay, is we can have a, we can just take a I'll define here enum as enum font. Okay, and we have archivo, then we have intern. Okay, if I'm not wrong, we have pubspec YAML. Here I have defined here as archivo. Copy, paste, enter. Okay, okay, not an issue, not an issue. We will have a utility class. Live, we have a new file, utility dot dot, and we can have a class utility static string first letter capital. Okay, same thing we have done. String value if value dot length is empty, return value if value dot length equal to 1. We can have these conditions there itself. Copy, or then this one. Okay, or we can have like this one, we can cut. Okay, else if return value dot to uppercase, I'll define this one. Copy equal to true. Okay, on my document, and yeah, else what we can do here is return value dot value 0 to uppercase. Then we have value dot substring 1 dot to lowercase. Okay, copy, and we can have utility class fonts dot field dot name on my document, and yeah. What we can do, user can just pass whether user like we can pass it, okay, whether which font we need, right? So I'll define here is with this one. We have 16, then we have 16. Okay, then we have heading. This will be a head text as 18, will be a 16, and it will be a font weight dot weight 600. Okay, color user can pass. Body large, sorry, body medium, body small, display large, display medium, display small, line, main, right? We can have this one. Okay, so now we have font size as 16. Okay, we have a weight of 400. Okay, 14 we have 400. We have 12 as 400, 16, copy, copy with. We don't need to find any color here, right? Format document, font weight we don't need, right? So we have 16 with 400. Yeah. Then we have 14 with 400. Correct. Now we have 12 with 400. Okay. Now we don't need these display one, I guess. Okay. Then we have the headline ones. So we have headline, uh, head as headline as 32. Just have a 32. Font weight will be font weight dot 700. Okay. Copy paste. We have medium as 28. 28 font will be 600. User will always be an option, right? Like we developers always have an option. We'll have a copy with so we can change it accordingly. So yeah, now we have 24 one. Sorry, 24 and we have 500. Okay, copy paste paste. Okay, now we have label thing. We will take the reference from this one. We have label 14. We don't need the font size. We need font weight. So we have font weight dot 500. Okay. Then we have medium, which is having 12. With 500, and then we have the small one which is called 11. Okay, copy, paste and paste. Okay, okay, we are done with our label. Last we have tile. Copy, paste. We have tile large, tile as 22, where we will have 22, and font weight I'll define as 500. No, sorry, 22 with 600. 600, right? Format document and yep. Now label will have a, yeah, we have a 500 as, okay, okay. And then we have tile. Tile we have 22 with 600, yeah. Now we can just copy and paste. We have 16 one. Copy, paste. We don't need part, date, and yeah. Okay, we need uh yeah, 16 font weight as 500. Copy, paste. We are left with our 14 one. 14 weight will be 500. Okay, now we just have to call these, right? Textiles dot body 16. Copy body 16 14 12. Okay, then we have head as 32 28 24. Then we have label 14 12 11. Then last we have tile 22 16 14. Okay, okay, and we can always have a that font weight, right? Font size, I mean, font families. Copy, paste. Okay, we are done with our primary color. We have defined our fonts. Okay, info. It will be have a info color. Okay, I am taking a reference from the design which we'll be implementing. Okay, taking the reference from our design. Like I have a Figma design, so I'm taking the reference from there itself. So secondary we have copy and paste. Then we have color 3. And I'll just paste. Then we have already defined as color 4, I guess. E8. No, this will be a color 4. Okay. But okay. Then we have color 5. Then we have, this is our error color, most probably, or we can have a danger color as defined by our design. Okay. Then we have a warning color. Just a second. Copy. Warning color. Okay. Then we have a success color. which is, yeah. Okay, so these are our colors. When we are okay, so we have many options here, like we can define, right? So what I'll do here is, when we start implementing our designs, we will take reference from these things, and we can have a different, like suppose if we are showing some loader. So when we are implementing, we are creating that widget. At that point of time, we'll change, we'll add or define the color here itself. Okay, so we have defined our theme. Now we are ready with our, uh, let me check. So yeah, I have implemented here format document, and okay, let me check. We can just have, we don't need this. We will need a navigator key also, scaffold, messenger key. Okay, so as of now, I'm defining here, but when if I'll define any global block provider, there itself I'll define these common variables. Okay, so we have scaffold messenger. I think we don't need the scaffold messenger key. Or we need. Okay, I'll define. Okay, messenger key. Copy and paste. Then we have a navigator key also, and it's a type of navigator state. Navigator key. Copy and paste. Okay. These things we always need. Okay, that's why messenger key may be missed because of snack bar or something, but navigator key we need, right? And do we have any other thing here? I think we don't need any other theme here. Okay, we have a dark theme also. So I'll write here as app theme. I think this is because if the user just select from the settings, so that's why I guess it needed, right? So we have defined our themes. For light theme I have defined, but for dark we'll see. Okay, well for dark we'll see what colors we can define, but we can have like scaffold background color. We have the black one, right? So if the user selects the background as dark, so we can have a dark background. If I'll just go to our, uh, I'm not sure whether simulator can have these things. Uh, hmm, I guess not. Okay, no issues. We will see it. But yeah, we are done with our textiles. We have defined our custom colors as well. We are done with our some basic themes. Okay, so in the next video, we will learn about defining our home page. Okay, we'll define our first home page. Okay, or we can do one thing. We will firstly implement our block provider. Okay, because then we have to do we will work with our very temporary data. So what I'll do, we'll have firstly we'll learn about the block provider, then we'll move to our that theme related things. I mean UI development related things. Okay, so we'll meet in the next video. Bye bye.